What's going on, everybody? Hey, this is your boy JC from JC Eagles, and today I have on audio with me a special guest, Zach Berman from the Athletic. Hey, Zach. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, no problem. Hey, let them know a little bit about you real quick before we get started.
Yeah, I cover the Eagles for the Athletic. I do the Birds and Friends podcast with Bo Wolf and Shio Kabadia. This is my 10th year covering the Eagles, and after the Super Bowl season, I wrote a book called Underdogs: The Philadelphia Eagles' Emotional Road to Super Bowl Victory that you can get wherever books are sold.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, let's get into it. I know you are currently driving up to the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium right now to watch the Eagles and the Jets preseason. So, what are you expecting to see tonight from this game?
Honestly, not much as far as top players on the team or anything that can be deduced from a scheme perspective. Really, what I'm trying to do is I have a spreadsheet on my laptop of the 53-man roster or a projected 53-man roster, and you see those bottom spots on the team, and it could inform your opinion of those players. You're thinking of potential practice squad spots. You're accounting for injuries, and you never know what can happen, right? It's a football game. But as far as like the types of players that, or I shouldn't say the types of players, the players that are on the radars of a lot of Eagles fans, they won't be playing tonight.
So, how do you feel about how Nick Sirianni is not starting his players? I mean, his starters. They didn't play last week. They're not playing this week. I mean, are you worried about the lack of playing time for the starters?
Not necessarily, right? I mean, every coach has a different way of doing this. Sirianni's not the first coach to do it this way. Frankly, Doug Peterson had been trending in that direction in the past few years. Sean McVay, he does this. So there's different schools of thought. I think there is value in those guys getting out there, but the Eagles want to protect against injury. They want to conserve or preserve, I should say, the mystery, if you will, going into week one about their schemes. And they feel they've gotten to work in joint practices. So I don't get up in arms with it. It'd be nice to get your starters more than, two series, which is what they had in that game a few weeks ago. But, I've spoken to coaches in the past who said this. College football, they go into week one without a preseason, right? So I don't think it's a major deal, but I would have had, I mean, for my own purposes, I would have liked to see Jalen Hurts and the offense get more time against a live defense.
Good. I mean, speaking of Jalen Hurts, what have you seen from him throughout training camp so far?
I've seen him improve, which is important, right? I mean, you think back
Yes.
to the first practice, July 28th, 29th, thereabouts, and you see where we are now. It's been a month or so, and he's gotten better, and that's a credit to him. There were some days there that were shaky when the ball was hitting the ground too much, and we'll see what happens when they play in games. But I think Kurtz has shown improvement. The team believes in him. He's made some nice throws. We all know the type of athlete he is. We know the type of leader that he is. So there's a lot of things that you could like, they can rally around. But if I'm being completely honest with you, there's only so much you can deduce from practice with the quarterback because so much changes when there's a live pass rush. And I frankly think Jalen Hurts is the type of player who can show more in a game than at practice because so much of what he does well is, improvising and extending plays. And that doesn't happen as frequently in a practice setting.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I completely agree with you. A lot of concern is this. Yes, we don't want them to get injured, but at the same time, do we really do we want to go into the season not having him at least play a quarter or so and not and not him being on the same page with his wide receivers or his tight end and stuff like that. So how do you feel about that?
as far as him not being able to get on the same page with his receivers and tight ends?
Yes, correct. In an actual game, because I know doing the joint practices is different. They're not allowed to hit the quarterback. I mean, it's basically watered down. So, I mean, it's going to be real game time September 12th. So, how do you feel about the lack of not playing real games? Is going to hurt this offense?
I'm sorry, you're breaking up on me here.
You can hear me?
You're breaking up a bit. I'm going to jump off and jump back on.
All right. So while he does that, look, I agree with. Let me see something here. If they go into the season, code could increase likelihood for injury and poor play. Look, I agree, but the Philadelphia Eagles, man, the biggest concern for the Philadelphia Eagles is health. The past couple years. Hello?
Yeah,
Can you
sorry
hear me?
about that.
All right,
yes,
no problem.
You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Great. I'll
Yes,
pick
I can
up.
hear
So
you.
you were asking about not being on the same page, and I don't think that's as much of an issue, to be honest with you. I think what's the bigger issue with that is different when you're not in a control. When you're going against the defense that is a new defense, when they're schemed up to try to stop you, when there's tackling, when there's live pass rush, when that red jersey, they can bring you down to the ground, as opposed to stopping when they get to the red jersey. I think that's more what you can't simulate when you're on this practice field. As far as the timing with the receivers and the tight ends, I think you can get that in a practice setting and certainly in a joint practice setting. It's the physical aspect of it that I don't think you can replicate in a joint practice.
Okay, so let's talk about the defense. I mean, what grade right now would you give our defense the way they look throughout these joint practices?
Well, I mean, the defensive line, I would give them an A, right? The defensive line's been outstanding. They really have, and that's the strength of this team. It's hard for me to give an overall grade on this defense because I think they've been trying out a handful of different things at linebacker, and my guess is Rodney McLeod's back for the season, and when Rodney McLeod's back, the secondary looks different, right? And so there's a lot of variables there. If I had to give the defense a grade overall, I'd say B plus.
Oh, wow. Well, that's good.
A lot of that, and part of that, frankly, is because look, they didn't go up against great quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
I've been at joint practices where the Eagles played against Tom Brady, and the ball never touched the ground. Right, the defensive line did very well all four of these joint practices. That's a credit to the defensive line. Now the secondary has some work to do. But I thought they did better against the Jets than they did against the Patriots. To me, it comes down to that line. But what they're able to do at the line of scrimmage is they'll be difference makers there. That defensive line is really good. If Eagles fans are looking for optimism, and I've said this now for months, it's that the lines of scrimmage is the strength of this team. And if you believe you win football on the lines of scrimmage, then they're going to be in a good situation. Or I guess a better situation than maybe the public might think.
Look, I agree. So let's talk about the players that's on the bubble. I know we heard JJ and Fulgham. What other players is on the bubble on the Philadelphia Eagles that would not make the team that we don't know of?
Well, I mean, so you would have to ask me kind of like position by position, right? So you mentioned the wide receivers. I do think JJ's on the bubble. I think Fulgham's going to be on the team. The question with Arcega-Whiteside is do they keep 6 or do they keep 5? And if they keep 5, I don't think Arcega-Whiteside makes it. If they keep 6, I think it's either JJ or John Hightower. My guess is JJ because of body type, right? That's a body type that they don't really have other than Fulgham. So I would lean toward that, but I mean, if I'm making my 53 right now, I'm keeping 5 receivers, and I'm probably not keeping JJ.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, everybody in Philadelphia agrees with you that JJ needs to go. But I see it a little bit different because of the lack of development that we didn't have from the coaches last year. So, like the whole training camp, I've been hearing how good JJ is doing. So, what have you seen from him that you would let him go and keep Hightower that's been injured?
Oh, I'm not keeping Hightower. I said I'm keeping 5, right? And so I'm
Okay.
keeping the 5 that the 5 that I've been keeping are the top 3, which is Devontae Smith, Jalen Rager, and Quez Watkins, and then I've been keeping Travis Fulgham and Greg Ward, right? Now
Yes.
JJ does have some upside, and I think he's had his days in camp. I don't think he's been so good that. I guess this is the comparison I'll give you. Quez Watkins entered training camp needing to make.
Yes. Hey, you're breaking up.
You have to say you go deep, right? And I think that also you're looking at where there's that are involved with that.
Okay. All right. So, our Miles Sanders, the whole camp, we've been hearing how
Hello?
bad he's doing. Hello? Hey, you hear me? All right. Hey, let's talk about Miles Sanders, man. Like, Miles Sanders, to me, yo, throughout the whole training camp, we've been hearing how bad he's been playing. Do y'all think that Miles Sanders could be possibly the number 2 and start Gainwell? Because Gainwell overall, hey, he could run it, he could catch it. Even Miles Sanders said that Gainwell had the best hands, have the best hands on the team. So what would y'all do? Like, I mean, would y'all start Gainwell and hopefully Miles Sanders get a fire lit under his butt, because he see Gainwell taking snaps away from him? So, like, I want to hear that. But look, tonight, y'all not going to see nothing tonight. Y'all not going to see nothing. Like, I'll be surprised if y'all even see, like, Joe Flacco. Like, I think Nick Mullins should play the whole damn game. He should play the whole game from start to finish to see exactly what he's about. Hello?
Yes. Yeah, sorry about
Yes.
that. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, sorry, I keep dropping. So what I was saying, I don't know when I got cut off, but my point is that if you go heavy at wide receiver, where are you going light? And I think that's the discussion that they're going to be having. If you keep 6 receivers, are you going lighter on the O-line? You going lighter at tight end? You going lighter? Where are you going lighter? So that's the big question in my eyes.
Okay, so Miles Sanders, we've been hearing this whole training camp that he's been dropping balls, and what have you seen from Miles Sanders throughout this training camp?
Right? I mean, now he has some drops, and they are mixing Kenny Gainwell into hurry up situations and passing down situations, and so I think they're going to have a committee approach on third downs. But Miles Sanders is most certainly the guy on first and second downs, and I would be optimistic in Miles Sanders and the type of player that he is. But the big question there is, what's he going to do in the passing game, and how's he going to be in those situations?
Okay. Look, I mean, look, Miles Sanders to me, he's a back that could go for 80, 90 yards any second. I mean, we've seen it last year. So with the whole drop thing, hopefully he could get it out of his head and start catching the ball more so he could be on the field maybe 3 downs, all 3 down back. But we'll see. So the tight end position, Zach Kurtz is still on the roster. So him and Dallas Goedert, and we've been hearing that they're trying to extend Dallas Goedert. So who's going to start? Like, who's one and who's two? Because I mean, I don't see Zach Ertz being happy, being the number two tight end. But then you still got to see what you have in Dallas Goedert. So now you have to play him. So we're a little confused here. So who would you start?
Yeah. Well, it's 1 and 1A, right? They're both going to play. They're going to play a lot. But you do propose a good question. If you play them both, if I had to guess, first play of the season, they're in 12 personnel, so they avoid that problem, right? Who's the starter? But absolutely, right? This is a big question because Dallas Goedert's someone who the organization has a lot of optimism in, and he's shown it the past 3 years. He's been among the top 12 tight ends in receiving yards, receptions, touchdowns, and that's been as kind of a complimentary player, right? Now, I do think they want him to be the primary tight end. I didn't think Zach Ertz was going to be here this year. If we spoke in January,
Yes.
we spoke in March, we spoke in June. He's still here, right? The season's in less than 2 weeks. So I have to go under the assumption that he's going to be here. And if he's here, he's going to play. And if he plays, he's going to get the ball. So I think you see both of them. I think Dallas Goedert will probably play a little bit more, but I don't think Zach Ertz is going anywhere. Or I'm sorry, I don't think that Zach Ertz is taking a major backseat in this offense. I think they both would play, and they'll just play more 12 personnel than they probably initially planned.
Okay, all right. So the offensive line, we know. I mean, Amadiata, he won that left tackle position. So, what are the Eagles going to do with Andre Dillard?
Well, I mean, there's not a market, they're going to keep him on the team, right? I think that if there's a market to trade him, they would trade him. But left tackles are valuable, and if they think he can be a backup left tackle for them, then they'll keep him on the team. But, I certainly think that's a name to watch in trade discussions over the next few days.
Okay, all right. So my last question for you is this. The linebacker core. Who's going to be our linebackers? I know we have Bradley, Taylor, Singleton, Edward. I mean, we have a lot of linebackers. So who could possibly get a surprise cut on our linebacker core? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I think
Are you breaking up? So, hey, he's driving up to the Philadelphia Eagles game. So that's why the signal is, iffy right now. But look, I mean, our linebacker core to me is interesting, very, very interesting. I can't wait to see who actually comes out on top. Because if it was up to me, Eric Wilson would definitely start. Singleton would definitely start. And I might give, to Edwards. I mean, with those three linebackers, you have coverage linebackers and you have fast linebackers, all three down linebackers, passing linebackers. I mean, it is what it is. But I like our team. For the most part, the 53-man roster is coming out. It'll be finalized on the 31st. So I will come back on with a few more, content creators, and we're going to break down the 53-man roster. Yes. Hey, you hear me?
Yeah. Sorry, we're going in and out here. Let's see if we can wrap this up with a few last questions if you have them. Sorry, I'm going in and out.
Yes, the linebacker core. Talk to me about the linebacker core. Who do you see will be on the team, or who's going to get cut? Who's going to be starting? Okay. Well, that didn't work out. But hey, look, I appreciate him, coming on this live stream with me. I mean, he covers the Philadelphia Eagles for the Athletics. So I will get him on again another time when he's not, driving up to Philadelphia. The signal is iffy. But look, if y'all have questions, man, hey, just put them in the chat, and I will answer all the questions y'all have before I get off. I just wanted to come on here real quick, just bring them on. Yes, those three linebackers. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. Edwards, Singleton, and Eric Wilson. And then that safety, to me, Roddy McLeod is not going to be ready. Like, he's not going to be ready because I haven't heard anything about him being medically cleared yet. So, to me, the safeties would be Anthony Harris, and I don't even know if Roddy McLeod is not even cleared because Wallace, he got a groin issue going on. So, he's day-to-day. So, that's the only scary part about it. Our starting cornerbacks are set. We got Big Play Slade, Steven Nelson, and Avonte Maddox. He's a nickel slot corner. So, those are our three, starting corners. And our defensive line, man, would y'all start Sweat or Barnett? Who would y'all start? Because we have a chance of Sweat being our Barnett, and now it'll be Sweat and Graham, and then Cox and Hargrave. That's our starting D line. And then the rotation part will be Barnett, Kerrigan, Milton Williams. Look, if you're a Philadelphia Eagle fan and you're not excited for our defense, I'm telling you right now, be excited, be pumped up. Last year, the Philadelphia Eagles got 49 sacks last year. And our defense this year is way better than last year. Like, we literally got rid of Nate Gary. We got Eric Wilson. Jalen Mills was our safety last year. And now we got Anthony Harris. All across the board on the defensive side, we are way better than last year. So if I were you, I know I've been reading the chats all day. There's a lot of Philadelphia Eagle fans out there that are thinking that we're going to win 3-4 games. Hey, look, that's your opinion. I would never argue with anybody's opinion. I would just try to give you my common sense, my stats, the fan in me, and also the content creator in me, and tell you this. Just look at the numbers. There's no way that we only going to win 3-4 games this year. Last year, we were horrible in offense. Carson Wentz led the league in turnovers in every category. And we still was 2 games away from the playoffs. So this year, look, we are at least going to win minimum 8 games. Minimum. Max, I say 11. So minimum 8, max is 11. So Jock, back, yep, he got back next. Wallace talks too much. You need to shut up and play. Look, he hurt now. Hey, he can't shut up and play because he hurt. He is hurt. Patrick Hansen, I'm hyped about the D. Probably best in Super Bowl season. Look, I agree with you. I agree with you. But the biggest thing during our Super Bowl season, we had a great slot corner. I think it was Coleman. I think it was Coleman or Robinson. I think it was Coleman. He just retired, I believe. He just retired. But we had a great slot corner along with Jalen Mills on one side. But that year we was blitzing though. We was coming after them. We led the league in turnovers that year. We had about 12-something fumbles, interception return. We was on fire. Our defense was on fire. So I feel like that this defense right here, you get Patrick Robinson. Thank you, Patrick. So Patrick Robinson was a great slot corner for us. He's the reason why that NFC Championship game got flipped around. When the Vikings, that pick 6 to the house, and then it was off to the races from there. So as long we are about to face a lot of teams with 3 good wide receivers: Dallas, Cooper, Lamb, and what's that one dude? Cooper, Lamb, and God, I forgot his name. But yeah, so every team we play this upcoming season at least have 3 good wide receivers. So that slot, that nickel position is going to be crucial. We have to have some good plays and some great play calling. That football practice came through. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate you. I will bet anyone 1,000 we win more than 3 games. Absolutely. Yo, yo, absolutely. We're going to win more than 3 games. Come on now. We're going to win more than 3 games. Like, our roster is better than the Jets, and they have the Jets winning more games than us. I think so. Yeah, 3. Yeah. I mean, our roster is better than Jacksonville. They got Jacksonville winning more games than us. But it is what it is. Imagine if we had Malcolm. Yeah, I mean, look, Malcolm and this defense, Malcolm would be nasty. Anthony Harris and Malcolm Jenkins. Ooh, man, good luck. Anthony Harris and Malcolm Jenkins. I'm getting bad. Thanks for asking. Hey, Miss Bird Gang. Hey, stay healthy. You know, praise up to you, okay? I got football. Okay, Facebook. Yeah. 10-7. Look, I agree. Yo, 10-7 is so doable. If you look at our schedule, the first 6 games is the hardest games. That's it. And it's only hard because we played two teams that was in Super Bowl last year. I mean, but besides that, you know, we got the Cowboys in there. You know, it's always a tough game. I don't care. I mean, it's always a tough game with division rivals. So it's always a tough game. So I think we might split that game. But if we beat Dallas week 3, it's over. I'm telling you right now, if we beat Dallas week 3, because I got us losing to Dallas week 3 and then winning the last game, you know, at Philly against Dallas. But if we beat Dallas week 3, we are off to the races. Even if we lose against the Chiefs and the Bucks, we're still about to be 4-2 because I got us winning Atlanta and San Fran. And then we beat Dallas, and then we got the Panthers in there. That's 4-2. So I'm excited. I'm pumped. I can't wait. But tonight is only for the 3rd stringers and 4th stringers and 5th stringers. If there's such a thing. But there's no stars going to play tonight. I don't really think there's stars going to play at all. I mean, it sucks. I mean, it really, really sucks that we didn't get to see our full offense and our full defense. We keep hearing it in practice. We keep hearing how the Eagles are 4-0 and joint practice and undefeated. I want to see it for myself. Like, let me see. Come on. Hey, don't tease me. Let me see. Golly, all this. Yes, Jock. Yo, I got you. As soon as I get off of here. Yo, I want to see it for myself. I know that Nick Sirianni is trying to hold back. He said it himself. The biggest advantage the Philadelphia Eagles have is nobody know what we're going to do. And he's trying to keep it that way. So during joint practice, they going hard. But you can't really tackle like that. I mean, you can't really get hit like that. You can't hit the quarterback. A couple throws, I've seen that Jalen Hurt I was making to Watkins. He would have got hit as he was throwing it. He would have got hit, and then the ball would might intercept it or fumble or whatever. I want to see a real game. But we just have to wait till September 12th because this is it. Tonight is it, and then we have 2 weeks. 2 weeks after that until we finally see our guys play. So, Timothy, what's going on, guy? We need to start fast. Last year, we had a great first half against Washington, and then the whole season fell apart. Absolutely. It fell apart because of dumb decision by the quarterback. I believe it was like almost 2 pick sixes last year. And we was up 17-0. So we did that to ourselves last year. But hopefully with this quarterback, from what I saw, the first preseason game, that he likes to throw the ball away. Okay, hey, we'll see. But Carson Wentz loves to play hero ball, but hopefully with this quarterback, with Jalen Hurts, I love his pocket awareness. As soon as he go through his routes, his read, if you don't see nothing, he's out of there. Man, there's no need to sit in there and wait to get sacked. Carson Wentz did that a lot last year. But I really, really think that Jalen Hurts is going to be our quarterback moving forward in the future. And this year, it's Hurts season. Everybody's saying it. You know what I mean? Like so many people have hats out there and shirts out there. It's Hurts season. We have to get behind Jalen Hurts, regardless if you like him or not. He's our quarterback. The season is 2 weeks away. There's no way we could bring another quarterback in here under 2 weeks and teach him our offense and expect to be good. I don't care who it is. It's not going to happen. So, yes, great point. We have the element of surprise, but no replacing the real game action. Yeah, I mean, you can't. Bird Game, what's up, man? Hey, if you want to jump on, come on. I got to go back to work. Catch you later. All right. Hey, appreciate your support, man. You at work. hey, what you doing on my live then? If you at work. Yo, what's going on? Hey, sorry. Hey, what's up, Ego Uncensored? Hey, hope you feeling better. What's up, Sean Love, Philly, the podcast. What's going on, my guy? Hey, man, look. All right, hold on. I'm about to send Bird Game the link right now. As a matter of fact, I'm about to put the link in the chat. All right, so if you feel up to it, come on and just jump on. And I'll let y'all jump on real quick before I get out of here. All right, so the link is on the chat, So let's go. But yeah, look, the Philadelphia Eagles, to me, we about to shock the world. Yo, Bird Gang, what's going on, my guy?
What just on my little lunch break,
Okay.
What's up?
Hey, I'm not responsible if you get fired, man.
Hey,
all right, so look,
get fired like that.
All right, hey, look, real quick, man. I mean, 2 weeks away. We're 2 weeks away. How do you feel? How do you feel about going into the season without having no live action for our starters? Man, how are you feeling? Are you okay with it or what?
I'm not tripping about it. If you heard Nick Sirianni talk about it, he talked about he's already done played 7 preseason games with these joint practices. That's how he takes them. You heard Fran Duffy get on there talk about how, these preseason games are like, they're bigger and better than any other, practices. You know what I'm saying? The ones are going against ones, keeping them, sharp. If you did that for 2 days in a row, why not have the third day? Let it be, more of a evaluation. The preseason game be more of an evaluation for your talent for the back end of the roster. We're about to have to drop off 27 players.
Oh, so, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You got to see what your back end going to look out. And from what, everybody's talking about, Nick is confident in the starters and the second streamers right now. So I'm going to trust the plan, trust the process, and let's just go see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, you hear all these other big Eagle, like network people talking about how, Sirianni's trusting these guys and he thinks that these guys are getting enough good work in. The players are coming in saying, hey, it's ones-on-ones out here. We're getting lots of reps and stuff like that. So when everybody's saying it, as fans, we can't just be like, oh, well, we're not seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't evaluate these guys. We're not at practices every day. You know what I'm saying? So we can't really say what's really going on and what's not going on. But the people that are there are saying that these guys get still work in. And, hey, I trust them, man. I think everything's going to be good.
Okay, hey, the same question for you, Ego Uncensored. I mean, how do you feel? I mean, our stars really haven't had no real game action. Yes, we worried about the injuries and stuff like that, but not having real game action and you're not tackling in the joint practices really. How do you feel about going into the season?
I understand the concern, like I do. Because I do understand, you want chemistry with these guys. But, I mean, one thing's for sure, I'm pretty positive Nick talks to these guys all the time. And he's asking them, hey, how do you guys feel with each other? you know, and I'm pretty sure he gets their input all the time, every day, you know, and if these guys feel comfortable going into the season with what they have and the connectivity that they have with one another, then, you know, like Bird Gang said, I trust them. You know, we're not there every day. We don't see what they do. You know, they might be more connected than what we know. You know, I have no idea, but it's stressful because I do understand where you guys come from. You know, do I want them to play? Sure, because I want to be reassured myself.
Yeah.
You know, but in the end, though, I also understand it. You know, it's a fine line to walk. You know what I mean? It really is.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Hey, our
Look, go
Brandon
ahead.
shows the other day, and he said that they do have drills and stuff. You know what I'm saying, like goal line drills and stuff, where they do tackle to the ground, so they are hitting in these joint practices. So it's not like they're not tackling at all in these joint practices. They're tackling in there. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why he's considering them more like preseason games.
But did you see that one throw that Jalen Hurt did through Quez Watkins, like the first joint practice with the Jets? He would have got hit. Yo, that throw would have gotten off. So if he would have got, like, yes, it was a nice throw, a nice catch, but like I'm saying, all these pretty throws he's doing right now, and all these guys, you know, are catching the ball, he would have gotten hit. That ball would have gotten that far.
You gotta think of it though. If it wasn't practice, he might have not even got hit though. He probably would have just ran. He had open field. You know, he could have took off for at least 10, 15 yards on that play specifically. He knew he wasn't gonna get hit, so he threw it. But on a lot of those rollout plays, if you notice, Jalen has room to run. If it was a real game, he would have took off. You know what I'm saying? If the defense was coming after him. But, you know, since it was a practice, he wasn't going to get hit. He just stuck in there and made a nice throw. So, if anything, you know, you just give him props for those plays. You can't really I don't really look at those plays as being anything negative because, yes, he made a good play. It's showing that he can put the ball on the mark, man. He's making some nice throws, man. And regardless on pressure or no pressure, he's making some real nice throws in these joint practices and stuff like that. But you got to look at it, too. Like, Jalen's going to run if he got the pressure on him. You know, and he's fast enough. As you've seen some of those practices, you see him take off down the sideline. No one caught him on a couple of those plays. You seen him take off down the sideline. No one caught him. He's a fast guy, and I fully believe that. Yeah, if he's in that situation like that, he's gonna take off and run the ball. So I don't think he would have even got hit in those situations. That's just my opinion.
Go ahead, you going, Sensor?
You know, there is one thing I will agree with you on, my guy. Jalen Hurts has got a beautiful ball.
Right there. See
like,
that? Yeah,
I'm not even playing. Like, this kid can throw a football. You know, I love his arm. I love how I don't know. It's just really weird. You know.
Are you breaking up?
He might. Who, me?
Yeah. Are you good now? Go ahead.
I'm breaking up.
Are you good now?
Okay. Yeah, you know, I know his arm might not be what Carson Wentz's arm is. You know, you could probably say that, but I think he throws a nicer ball than Carson Wentz. You know, when it comes to like a tight spiral and accuracy and stuff, like I like his arm, man. I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem, honestly.
Okay, yeah. I mean, hey, shout out to E-Rock Eagles, man. Hey, he gave us some good footage, man. Hey, on Twitter. Hey, yo, these Eagle content creators are ridiculous, man. Yo, they are doing better than damn reporters out there. Man, this footage right here came from him. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. Go check him out, man. So, like, man, I love this footage, man. Yo, Jalen Hurts, yes, you are correct. Look, I mean, he could throw the ball, and he's very accurate to me. Yo, I mean, he's putting the ball on the money. Like, and then the thing is, yes, I know it's practice, but I still would like him to, like, he had, 6 interceptions and 24 touchdowns throughout the whole training camp, whatever. I mean, but that's the only thing. But if he could just limit, the interceptions and stuff like that, it would be good. But and the Miles Sanders thing, the Miles Sanders thing is real with me. I would start Gainwell. Yes, it's a hot take. But
Damn.
Hey, see, you come with that
you,
controversial. We're gonna start calling you Big Play Slay too.
hey, you know why? You know why? Because once somebody take your job from you, you mentally focused. You get tuned in. All this little stuff that you used to drop the ball, and now you start to, catch the ball. So, I mean, I brought that up to Zach, but he couldn't really hear me. Yes, he did say that. Hey, he did say that. Miles Sanders is the number one guy. We all know that. But why not just throw a little drama into the mix? Hey, Quez Watkins was possibly on the bubble. This dude got promoted to first team. Anything can happen. Yeah. Whoever plays better will play. Big Play Slate, correct? Right or wrong? Whoever plays better will play. Your thoughts?
I mean, hey, I heard what you said, but I don't agree with it. I'll just chill on it. But, one thing I will agree with is I feel like if Sanders doesn't stay healthy this season, if he's consistent, if he's not healthy, then Gainwell will take his job. That's what I think.
Absolutely. Bird Game, any thought on my hot take?
Your hot take, I think, is very hot. But I don't think there's any way in hell Gainwell starting, man, over Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is a beast, but like I told everybody, when they drafted Gainwell, that's going to take a lot of pressure off him having to catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what Gainwell is. He's that receiver back. They still got Boston Scott back there. He catches balls, too. So, like, in terms of, I don't really see Miles having to catch as many balls this year than he have in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can focus him on just running that rock like he needs to. There will be screen plays and stuff like that. Easy stuff for him to catch and, do things with. But in terms of all the actual, like, receiver type routes, running out of the backfield and stuff like that, I think we're going to use a lot more Gainwell in those situations. That's why we have the 21 in now, having two running backs back there. And Miles even talked about it himself, being back there with Gainwell, being back there with, Howard and stuff like that. It's going to be better for him. And I think that they're going to take advantage of that. They're going to run some run plays out of that, where Miles probably get the ball majority of the time. And then the other ones are going to be, Gainwell coming out of the backfield doing those routes that we would have had Miles doing before, but he's not going to have to worry about doing that this year.
Yeah, look, you want Watkins, Bergame, you want Watkins to be the Heisman Trophy winner as the number one guy. Hey, so why is my hot take so hot?
Let's talk about that, though. In the very beginning, when I first started doing these videos, I was claiming that he was going to be a starter too, and everybody was telling me, "Oh no, you're ridiculous. He's going to be on. He'd be lucky if he makes the team. He'd be lucky if he makes the team." Hard work always pays off, dude. This guy's been busting his ass, and now, like I said, now you got to look at it. Who has the most highlights have you seen? Yeah, Devontae Smith has these nice highlights where you're showing him, his foot action where he's getting open for these touchdowns. But until then, he was out for an extended period of time. It gave Quez that opportunity to come in there and make big plays, and he showed up and showed out and did it. So you can't get mad into the speed difference. I think Quez is way faster than Devontae Smith. So, and to have them both on the field at the same time, him being a starter, like I said, even if Devontae Smith wasn't number one, he was number two to Quez. They're both on the field all the time. They're both going to get the starting reps of the offense. So it's not like you're really, if one's starting over the other, one's going to play more. I think all three of them, Rager, Devontae, and Quez, are going to get a lot of PT. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get enough PT where they all can show up and show out and do whatever they need to do this year. So, and he is the veteran, even though he was only a rookie last year. He is the veteran on the team in terms of those two. Devontae's still a rookie, and we got to see what Devontae can do. Like I said, he's done good so far, but, we just automatically, as soon as we drafted him, we go, you're our best receiver. He is our best route runner, for sure, but you're our best receiver. We're putting you out there. But if Quez keep balling the way he does, and if he shows up in his first game, and he goes and catch 3 catches for 200 yards, then, why not make him the starter? He's earned it. He's out there doing his thing.
All right, so Eagle Uncensored. Hey, let me ask you this. So do you think there's a way that Jalen Rager outdo Watkins and become the number 2 now. Because I think we're gonna just start off the season 3 wide receivers: Rager, Watkins, and Smith on the field first play. But if we go down to 2 wide receivers, it's gonna be Watkins and Smith. So do you think that Rager some way somehow could overtake Watkins and become the number 2 guy, or no? Is it over?
No. No, I believe. Well, no, it's not that I think it's over. I just believe Rager is naturally in his position in the slot.
Okay.
You know, I believe that's where Rager belongs. And I don't believe that you need to put him. Now, granted, like they did say, you know, they're going to be inside, they're going to be out, they're going to swap all the time. But I believe Rager will excel at his most. I know. Yeah, but I believe he will excel the most in the slot against linebackers. You know, I believe that's where he belongs, and I do have Rager having a breakout year this year. I mean, honestly, man, Rager could have the most touchdowns out of all 3 of them, but they have to play him right. That's the only thing, and where that will be is in the slot. If they keep him in the slot more than on the outside, Rager could possibly have a career year this year.
And he's going to be returning punts too now. You know what I mean?
And the biggest difference was last year Rager was going against like ones and stuff like that. So that's why he wasn't as open. Instead, man, having him inside of the slot where you're going to get the 3rd best DB.
Oh, yeah.
3rd best corner, your safety or linebacker or whatever. He should be able to eat all day against those type of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to be open all the time, you know, getting the ball to him a lot faster, more often. So, yeah, like Uncensored said, man, he should eat good this year. I think him and Goddard both are going to eat up a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns this year, you know, working that middle of that field with Quez and Devontae spreading them out.
Like, no lie, man, if you look at it, you know, why I would keep Quez and Smith on the outside is because even if they somehow mess up their footwork at the beginning and they don't get separation, they're very fast. They can get it. One way or another, they'll figure out how to get that separation that they need. To where Rager is fast, but he's not at that point of Quez and them where they can, even if they screw up, they can rebound, you know? And that's why I said he's more than likely to play inside, because inside, if he screws up, you can rebound from that because you're still taking on linebackers, you know, and he's fast enough to outbeat them easily.
Yeah, big play Slay. And your thoughts on the whole Rager, Watkins, who should be number 2, who's better fit in the slot, and will he ever overtake him? He was our 1st round draft pick. You got beat out by a 6th round draft pick?
That's crazy, man. It's just hard because I feel like both receivers do good at the wide receiver 2 position. I feel like Rager, he may suit that position a little more, but like Watkins is bigger. Watkins is like 6'1", 6 something, I don't remember, but like he is over 6 feet and he's a fast receiver. And you could tell that his route running has gotten better because he is beating guys like J.C. Jackson in joint practice against the Patriots when we play them. But like I think Watkins fits the wide receiver 2 position maybe a little more. Like as of right now, I put him right there because he's better balling out. He is playing better right now. But hey, whoever plays better, you just earn the position. You got it.
Hey, which wide receiver is not making the roster? Who's on the bubble? Who's getting cut? And do not say my guy, JJ. Go ahead, Slay. Hey, we'll start with you and then go back around. Who's not making the roster? I think we're going to keep 6. But, all right, so tell me how many we're going to keep and who's not making the roster.
All right, we're keeping 6. And I don't even have to say the person. I don't even have to say it. It's not even a question. It's JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Like, if he can't ball out on this team, he is doing absolutely nothing on any other team. Like, go to the Colts. I don't care. You'll still suck. You'll still suck over there. Arcega-Whiteside should get cut He should never come back to the NFL ever again. He is disgraceful to the team. This dude is the worst player I've ever seen in my life. And that's an exaggeration, but he is terrible. Get this guy off our team. I hope he gets cut.
Oh, all right, Eagle and Censor, go ahead. Oh.
All right, man.
That was
change
tough.
of heart.
I'm
Not
sorry.
sure
I'm
why,
sorry.
but
I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. You know, I remember Nick saying a while back in one of his pressers that they asked about wide receiver ones, wide receiver twos. You know, what makes a one, what makes a two, and he said they all come in different sizes. He's like, just because you're tall doesn't make you a wide receiver one. Just because you're fast doesn't make you it. You know, and I'm going to throw something a little out here. I originally had how about this? Smith, Quez, Rager, Ward, and Fulgham.
That's 5. So
Yeah.
we only keep it 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Hightower, JJ is gone.
Yeah.
Practice squad. Okay.
But don't
All
you
right.
guys think the Eagles would want to keep another big body receiver?
But the
This
thing
one-
is, Zach made a good point, because if we keep 6, then where are we going to trim the fat at? I mean, is it offensive line, defensive line? Like, where do we want to keep more people at? I mean, because I would want to keep as much offensive line as possible, but I don't know. Bird game. Go ahead, man. Who's not making the roster? I already know you're but go ahead and just say it for the fans.
Those same 5 that he just said are going to be on the roster.
Oh, we keep it 5 too? You think we keep it 5?
You got to
Yeah.
realize still an extended practice squad, from last year. So we're able to keep a couple more people on the practice squad. You can always bring up 2 of them a game, with the new rules. So it's like these guys, they're just not on a 53-man roster. Doesn't mean that we won't be able to, get them at all. We'll still be able to, if we need them for a game, we can pull them up on the practice squad and bring them up to the game. But, 5 receivers, that's a lot, They're going to be out there, and they're going to be, running. You look at the 2 sets, those Quez, Devontae, and Rager getting most of the targets. And then, red zone, you look at Fulgham and, guys like Ward coming in there. After that, and then they're going to be getting in too on, when those guys need breaks. But at the same time, those are starters, man. They're like, the starters don't need to come out that much. They're not going to want to come out that much. Those top 3 are probably not going to lead the field that much unless they are tired. And then you got Fulgham. Then you got to realize too, we're going to have a lot of sets with 2 tight end sets with Goddard and Ertz, as long as he's still here. So that's going to take out a receiver spot. When you have the extra running backs in the backfield, that's taken away from a receiver spot too. So it's not that we have less receiving targets. We're just going to have less receivers on the roster.
See, look, I think that JJ is staying. All right? No, because Hightower has been hurt the whole preseason, the whole training camp. He's been a no-show. So how are you going to cut a guy that's been there? That was the first couple weeks was JJ and Zach Hurts. Jalen Hurts, JJ, catching. There's a package, or a red zone package, which JJ is involved because of he could catch balls that are jump balls. He loved catching jump balls. For some odd reason, he can't catch no other balls but jump balls. So I believe with that alone, with him in the red zone, that he might make the team. How you going to keep Hightower? Put him on the practice squad because nobody's seen him. So there's no tape on Hightower. So put him on the practice squad. I mean, you're not losing nothing.
That's how we're going to help you out there, JC. We're going to put Whiteside and Hightower both on the practice squad. So then Whiteside can still have a jersey and still be part of the team, but he's going to be on the practice squad. We need him. We'll pull him up.
No, don't cut Fulgham. Do not do that, please, bro.
Bobby Murphy, I think, they keep 6 and JJ or Fulgham get cut. Wow. So you put Hightower in it already. So
No.
Hightower haven't done nothing Hightower been sleeping the whole preseason, like the whole training camp. He still make the team. He's gotta be
I mean,
Jerry
no
Rice or
lie,
something.
my guy. If it comes down to JJAW or Fulgham, I'm going Fulgham every time.
Hell yeah.
Like, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Hey, Philly the podcast. Rain and Nick Mullins can't think of a better way. I weather this on Friday night. Look, it's raining here too. I'm in VA and it's raining. It's thunderstorming out there too. And trust me, I'm not watching that game. I'm not. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
Still right.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
from Jersey. I'm from South Jersey, and I moved up here a few years ago after I got the military. I moved up here to Virginia. The DMV area. That's where all the government workers, and that's where you make the money at.
That's
But
where
yeah,
my
so
brother moved to. My bigger brother moved to.
yeah.
He moved from New York and then he moved to Virginia to start his own business.
Okay. Look, I asked Zach this question, right? The two tight ends, Zach Kurtz and Dallas Goedert.
Mhm.
Dallas Goedert is being reported that he's, that Howie and the Eagles are working towards a Travis Kelce type of money. What? Travis, okay, but it is so that means that this upcoming season, he needs to be featured as number one. Zach Kurtz needs to take a back seat. Hey, you come in when you come in. Would that cause drama? So the first thing that he said was he see the Eagles running a lot of 12 personnel. I mean, like, how do y'all feel about that? About the whole 12 personnel? I mean, could we really run a lot of 12 personnel? Then that means Rager is going to be on the bench because you're not using 3 wide receivers and 12 personnel. Bergang.
I'll say, man, we're going to use some, but I don't think we're going to use that much. See, we used so much 12 personnel in the years before because those were our best receivers on the team. We actually got 3 young gun receivers right now that are there now. So it's going to be like, of course, you want to use every formation possible so you can switch it up, get everybody the ball, get everybody involved. But we're not going to be using 12 personnel like we did before, I don't believe. You know what I'm saying? I think that Ertz going to get his when he gets in, but the way our offense is set up with all the talent that we have on our offense and the way it's set up, that they're going to all be able to get some, get some meaningful catches and meaningful playing time, without there having to be one formation, being dominant like before. So, you're going to see Zach Ertz in there. You're going to see, the 12 formation in there too sometime, but it's not going to be the mainstay. You know what I'm saying? Maybe more towards the goal line area. Zach's gonna get his touchdowns on. They're gonna get him his touchdowns and his touches. And Goddard's gonna be getting what Goddard do. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got to prove it too. Because last we checked, Ertz was doing better than Goddard until this last couple of days in joint practice. Where he's starting to actually pick up some nice catches. Ertz was out playing them, so they're both gonna get some PT. But I think those 3 receivers are gonna be on the field majority of the game. You know what I'm saying?
But Goddard money though, like, let's talk about the money that they're saying that top because Kelce is a top 3 tight end. So if you try to pay him, I mean, are you foreseeing the future saying, hey, if I pay him this much money now, 2-3 years from now, it's going to be a bargain or what? We did that with Carson Wentz. We paid him 2 years before his contract was even up, and it was a bargain. So.
Well, what I seen, they were talking about it today on like one of the NFL channels, and they were showing the top 5 paid tight ends. What I'm saying? And that drops off after 2 and 3. That drops off a lot.
It does.
It takes a nice big steady dip. So I see them playing the 3 area. That $12-13 million a year range with him. And like, if he's supposed to be the future, then that's what he needs to get paid. Like, not giving him the top money. But you're going to give him like $12.5, maybe $13 million to make him happy for a year. And that's good if you're a good starting tight end in the league. So, you just have to earn it from there.
Eagle and Sister, your thoughts on that? Dallas Goedert.
No. Like, if you're going to pay this man that kind of money, then you're going to wait till the end of the year. Like, I want to make sure that he's going to produce this year before you give him that. I'm not giving you that contract before this year. All right, because one, you have not shown enough to even get close to that fucking kind of money.
But I mean, but are you willing to take the risk?
You know, we did it with so many.
I think there's a delay on his end.
The risk of what?
Your internet is going up. But would you willing to take the risk of a Dak Prescott kind of a situation? You know, where you wait to the end of the season, and now he balled out, and now that 12-13 that Burgame said, you know, goes up to 15 plus because he balled out.
But
I mean, are you?
But see, I don't mind that as long as he proves that he's worth it. What's wrong with paying a man the money that he's worth? Okay, if he proves that he is worth 15 million, then I have no issue paying him 15 million. You know what I mean? Okay. But I'm not going to pay you 15 million and then you only play like a $12 million tight end or an 8 or a 6, you know? So that's why I'm saying I'd rather him prove it and then me pay you for what you produce.
All right. Hey, look. Hey, shout out to the 11 that's in the chat right now. Hey, look. All these guys right here are content creators. All right. Big Play Slay, BPS, Big Play Slay, Bird Game 31, and Eagle Uncensored. If you're not subscribed to them, just go check them out. Just go check them out. I promise you. Hey, we do this a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of Eagle content creators, but there are some unique ones. And we all have our different styles. So I promise you, hey, just go check them out, sub them up, and we all trying to show that brotherly love, that sisterly love to each other. And we all are on a journey to make YouTube green again, right? Eagle Uncensored? Make YouTube green, right? You know, we trying to be all Eagles fans and stuff like that. So, hey, go check them out. Hey, go check them out. Big Play Slay. The whole 12 personnel package, you know, the Dallas Goddard money situation. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah. As far as like the whole 12 personnel thing, I don't know how we're gonna do that, because if you're willing to pay Goddard all that damn money, and you want to use him to be like over Ertz, you have to like understand that you're running a 12 personnel set, and you're gonna have Ertz in there with him. So it depends on who you're looking at right now, because if you're sure that you want to pay this guy all this damn money, then you have to just go about it the smart way. Don't always do 12 personnel, because I feel like they're going to do that a lot. If you're going to run 12 personnel, then you got to trade Ertz, because Rodgers, I love the guy. I think if he's in there and you trade Ertz or something like that, then Goddard will have more touches, because they're going to be looking at Goddard more. Hurts' guy is Goddard, like as of right now, and Smith, but like Gotti, nah, he don't deserve Kittle type of money. He don't deserve no Kelsey type of money. He's showing flashes, but he's got potential. But unless you've shown me something and you have proven to me that you're the tight end of the future, then sure, take all that damn money and spend it correctly.
Your Bergen, I know you gotta go. So any last words? And hey, let them know where to find you at.
Hey man, you guys can find me on Bird Game Nation Sports Talk. I am the host, Bird Game 31. Bird Game 31 on YouTube. You can hit me up on Twitter, Bird Game 31_P. And yeah, man, you guys check me out. I'm on my road to 600. So please hit that subscribe if you can. I think I'm at 551, something like that. So you guys help me get there. You know, we're gonna be growing. And much love to you. Thanks for letting me come in on my lunch. You know, and chop it up and all that. I love talking that Eagles football, my guy.
Yes, sir. Hey, anytime, man. Hey, anytime. I got you.
Play Slay and Uncensored. Love you guys.
Peace out, brother.
Later, man.
Have a good night.
You too.
Look, also, with the whole 12 personnel thing, there's two people that's going to be mad. All right, first of all, Rager is not going to be on the field. All right, and now, if we don't do the whole 12 personnel, Hurts is not going to be on the field. So, I mean, this team is going to be like, the Eagles are in a tight situation right now, because you want to play Hurts because you want to get his value up, you know, to see if you could, get a good trade value for him, like mid-season, at the trade deadline. But also, you got your first-round pick on the sideline because he done lost his battle to a 6th-round pick. So, I mean, it's going to be one of them. I'm dying to see what our offense is going to look like because the 21 personnel, the 12 personnel, I mean, it's just going to be crazy. And just like Nick says, we have the element of surprise. We don't know what he's going to do. The teams, like other teams, don't know what he's going to do. So I like it. I mean, I know we want to see our guys out there tonight, mid preseason, but the element of surprise and getting punched in the mouth and not everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth, right, Slay? Until they get punched in the mouth, and then all of a sudden that plane go to hell. So the teams that we're going, the Atlanta Falcons have a plan to stop the Philadelphia Eagles just based on what they are thinking. But when they get punched in the mouth, how are they going to react? Are they going to be like, oh my God, we wasn't ready? And I think the first 3 weeks are going to be like that. So we have the element of surprise working for us.
Yeah, I just want to talk about Jalen Hurt real quick, man. The guy has been looking so damn good, bro. Like, I underestimated him. Like, I felt like he was gonna have a good season. That's something I always said. I said he was gonna have like a 25 touchdown type of season, but damn, bro, this dude is giving me all the damn confidence and hope in the world. Like, he's doing rollouts, he's doing bootlegs, he's doing fakes. Like, Sirianni's gonna use this guy in all sorts of ways. Like, Kurtz, man, I love the guy with a passion, bro. Like, the guy's swagger and everything. Like, man, bro. Like, I cannot wait to see what we see in the first game against Atlanta. Man, bro, I'm just excited just to see Hurts again.
Look, I agree, man. Like, I mean, look, see, this is the play right here. Look, right there. So, to me, that play, yes, Watkins caught the ball. Yes, he got the ball off. But in a regular game, like, you think, hey, he would have got the ball off, right? Yo, like, I mean, do you think he would have got the ball off?
Yes.
Or no? He would have?
Yes.
I mean, in a regular game, he would have been tackled. No?
I don't think he would have been tackled. I think he would have got that ball off.
Okay. Hey, look. Hey,
it's a beautiful touch. Beautiful.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful catch. That's why I'm excited, man. Yo, we haven't had 3 wide receivers like this ever. Yes, I know we had Avant in the slot, Macklin and Jackson, right?
And
like
Cooper,
Avant.
even though as much as we all hate Riley Cooper, he's still solid.
Yeah,
he had those good deep balls sometimes,
but not like this. Yeah. We have a Heisman Trophy winner, a number one draft pick in Rager that this offseason been showing what he has, and then Watkins, a 6th rounder.
Yeah,
wasn't Tom Brady a 6th rounder?
Yes, he was. And
now I'm not saying he's the next Tom Brady, but he might be the next Jerry Rice. Who knows? But it is what it is. Nah. I'm just playing. But Watkins, it's shocking.
Deshaun Jackson 2.0, maybe we got something in our hands. Like,
I think he's better than Jackson. He's bigger than Jackson because but Jackson was only known for one thing. Speed. That's it. Just throw the long ball. He wasn't cutting through the middle. He wasn't really a route runner. But Watkins, he could run. Look, he could do it all.
He
could go up for jump balls, as you see right there. He literally you see. He went for the ball, and that's not the first time we've seen highlights of Watkins catching a ball at his highest point.
Yeah.
And then Rager, nasty one-handed catch. The next OBJ, Odell Beckham, and then Smith. Devontae Smith, can't nobody stop Devontae Smith. His release is ridiculous. So look, I think that we have right now the best 3 wide receivers in the division. Thoughts?
That's a big hot.
Combined.
Oh, like all together, like the depth chart.
Yes, like 3 wide receivers: Gallup, Cooper, CeeDee Lamb. And you got
to Derek Wilson, Cedric Wilson. Yeah.
But no. I'm just talking about 3.
Oh,
I'm just talking about the 3. So Dallas got Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, and Cooper. Washington have McLaren,
Kurt Samuel, De'Ami Brown.
First, okay, and then the Giants have Galladay, Shepard, and Slayton.
Yep.
So who and then we got Smith, Watkins, and Rager. Just based on what you've seen throughout the years, and just taking this year up for the Eagles, man, obviously, who has the best trio with speed and the crazy catch abilities? Go ahead, Eagle Uncensored. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Eagle Uncensored.
I broke up. Sorry.
I was like,
I broke up. Sorry.
Yeah, so I was like, go ahead. Who do you think got the best 3 wide receivers in the division?
Everyone's kind of new on every team, man. So I don't know. That's tough, dude. That was tough. I really like McLaren. I believe De'Ami Brown's going to actually be pretty decent there in Washington. We know what Galladay can do. Yeah, you got Curtis Samuel there too. He can. They got a pretty decent 3. Giants with Galladay. If he can stay healthy, well, we know what he is. He can be a force to be reckoned with. Then you got Slayton and you got Shepard. They kind of always seem to kill us every year sometimes, and I don't know why, but they do. And then who else? Dallas, yeah, you got CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, and Gallup. I mean, that's a hell of a combo right there. Unfortunately, man, it kills my soul, but I still got to give it to Dallas because, yeah.
All right, hey, big play Slay. We're about to wrap it up because I have to leave.
Yeah.
Real soon, so it might be the last question.
Dallas easily. I only say Dallas easily because every other receiving core, Washington, their receiving core, it's new. It's new. Giants, it's new. The only one that's not new is the Cowboys. And I still think they're a top 5 offense. They can score like that. Like if
I'm just talking about the receiving core. I'm not talking about nothing else but the receiving core.
They're the best, though.
Okay.
Look, I love that you say the Philadelphia Eagles. I love that, and that's something I love.
Well, because the Philadelphia Eagles, the Dallas Cowboys, Amari Cooper don't travel. He stays in Dallas. He's there in person, but he does not show up on the road. So to me, that's where it goes up for me. I think that Watkins will be there, Ray will be there, and Smith will be there, just based on the joint practices and what I'm seeing in training camp. I know it's training camp, but I've had Amari Cooper on my fantasy team. I don't play him when he goes on the road. For some odd reason, psyche-wise, he's not there. So that automatically make you not better. You need to be able to play 16, 17 games. Like, I don't need you half the season. I need you throughout the whole season. So Dallas, to me, will be number 2. Philly is number 1. Just because they're younger, they're hungrier, they're faster. And, hey, we'll see how Jalen Hurt and Nick Sirianni use them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles have always been great in running screens. running back screens, wide receiver screens, tight end screens. I think this year we're going to use all three of them. And I think we're going to beat a lot of people just using the short passes, little quick screen, and keep Jalen Hurt safe. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And not to point what you said about Cooper, to point something out, Darius Slay, Amari Cooper is, let me rephrase this. Amari Cooper's dad is Darius Slay. Like literally, this man locks down Amari Cooper every single game they play. In Detroit, he locks him down. He puts like 2 catches up on Slay. He locks him down. In Philly last year, he locked them down. Washington, they didn't have a good secondary last year, and he still played bad. And when he played,
so why do you say Dallas then? Because you're saying that, okay, so who do you see locking Smith down, Watkins down, Rager down, especially the quick release off the line? So if you're making all these cases for Amari Cooper getting locked down, so that automatically take out one wide receiver, and now there's 2 wide receivers against 3.
Mm-hmm. Now, the only reason I say that is because I feel like Cooper's better than Smith right now as a wide receiver 1, even though I think that'll change very quickly. Very quickly. Smith's going to be much better in the future. Cooper's overrated. We all know that. But right now, you got to take him over Smith. But the only reason I think they have a better receiver 3, like 3 out of the receivers, I think they're better, is because the other 2, Lamb and Gallup, I think those 2 are better than the other 2 that we have opposite of Smith.
Okay.
Would you take him in? I 100% agree with you. I just want to see it first before I go on record saying.
I agree.
All right, so
but I 100% agree.
Would you take Cooper over Smith in fantasy?
Yes.
Okay, because CeeDee Lamb is the number 1 guy there now. You know it's not Cooper no more. But Smith,
I know that.
But Smith is our number 1 guy. So
they threw him into the wolves, bro. They threw that boy Smith into the wolves because they know he's good. The Eagles, they threw him in there. They threw him in the fire because they know that he's just that good.
But now we got Watkins and Rager. Now, look, I would have been concerned if Rager and Watkins was not showing up this preseason. At all. But the catches I'm seeing, I don't care if it's a game or not, or training camp. These catches are real catches. They're not fake catches. They are real catches. They are getting off the line without even getting a finger on them, like a fingernail on them. So their release is ridiculous. That's why I say that there's nobody going to be able to stop the Philadelphia Eagles wide receivers because of their quick release. They're all so fast. Dallas got one fast one, it's CeeDee Lamb. But the other 2 are, Cooper is a sweet wide runner. He's great. But his release is not as fast, as ankle breaking as Rager's, Smith, or Watkins. So I've seen it. But go ahead, Eagle Instance, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
No, I agree with you. It's like I said, I 100% agree with you. I just want to see it first. That's all.
All right. Hey, look, this was a great live, man. Thank y'all for joining me. Eagle Uncensored, let them know where to find you at, my brother.
Yeah, definitely. Check me out. I'm AK Eagles. You can find me on Instagram at AK Eagles88. You can find me on Snapchat as well as Eagles Uncensored. And, I am AK Eagles. I may fuss and cuss, but you can count on me and my content like the fucking city bus. And come by, and if you like my content, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe, turn your notification bell on so you know when I go live. Thanks for having me on, bro. Always appreciate it and love talking football with you.
Hey, no problem. Hey, Big Play Slay.
You can go find me on Big Play Slay on YouTube. Literally every single social is Big Play Slay, Instagram and Twitter. I have a different Snapchat name. But you can just go find me on that handle. We're on the road to 700 subscribers, man. That's 400. Wait, That's 400 more subscribers to that 1K mark. We said we want to make this community go green, like Eagles Uncensored said. So let's fly high, soar high, and get some dubs this year.
Yes, sir. Hey, before I go, I know I did not play the Eagles national anthem. I'm sorry, but I love my Eagles. And I've always got to play my Eagles national anthem. So before I go, let's hear it one time.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Hey, yes, I like to end it. Hey, this is a great way to end my live. And once again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, hey, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell, that notification button, so you know when I drop some content or go live. And then this upcoming season, look, it's Hurt season, and I have a special outfit for this upcoming season when I do my play-by-play. So you will not want to miss it. But anyways, hey, you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and IG under the same name, JC Eagles Talk. And as always, go Birds.